Green Book director. Tell us about the film and how important was it for you to make this particular film?
Well, it was, I wasn't looking to make a drama, although this has got some comedy in it too. I wasn't, but people had asked me, "Do you ever think you'll make a drama?" I said, "Yeah, when it happens, when it comes to me." And I ran into Brian Curry, one of the writers, about 3 years ago, and he told me this story. He said, "I'm writing a screenplay about this story about a black concert pianist named Don Shirley in 1962, whose record company sent him on a tour of the South." And he was afraid to go, so he hired a bouncer, an Italian-American bouncer with sixth grade education, but never really paid attention after third grade, to drive him. And that bouncer was probably racist himself. And they hit the road together. I said, home run. That's amazing. And I asked him, can I do this with you? So we wrote the script together. And it was very important. It was just like I knew that was the next thing I had to do.
I mean, just watching the trailer, you get a little comedy, but you get a lot of heart-wrenching scenes in there. Can we expect that through the movie and a little, comedy in it?
Well, it's a real story. It's true. And there's a lot, it's about two opposites who get to know each other on a long ride, and it's basically about walking in somebody else's shoes and how the truth of the matter is if we all got to know each other, we wouldn't have the problems we have. We're all afraid of each other. We're all afraid of each other, and these guys were afraid of each other when they got in that car together, and there was a period where they did not like each other. But once you get to know each other and cut through the bull oni, they became lifelong friends, and it's that story. So yeah, there's a lot of heart in it.
Wow. As I said, the trailer just looked amazing.
Don Shirley has 5 doctorates, brilliant concert pianist, and Tony Lip is, sixth grade education and racist. So, Driving Miss Daisy, they at least had the same kind of they were different, but they had a similar sensibility. These guys could not be more different. And yet they still learn to admire and respect each other. And that's the whole point. It's like there's no 2 points apart that you couldn't bring together if you brought them together in the same room for enough time. And that's kind of the message here. But we didn't set out to make a message. It's just sort of, when you look at it, I guess that's it.
Okay, last question to give me the wrap up. What will you take from this experience personally?
I guess this is a gift for me because it was something I didn't plan to make, and it just dropped in my lap, the story. And I recognized right away that I have to do this. And I was blessed with getting 2 of the greatest actors on the planet. I don't think there's 2 better actors in the same movie this year. And what I learned is that, when you have guys, and I've worked with a lot of great actors, but to see guys take a dramatic role like this and elevate it, like I had no idea, like on the page, this is a good story.
I'm Dana.
When these guys performed the story in person, it elevated it to a point where I was stunned, and it made it so the nuance that they added to it just blew my mind. And yeah, it was just a great experience.
They say sometimes great directors to pull out great performances from actors.
Well, thanks, but yeah, these guys are they're geniuses, and I honestly, I give it all to them. They had a good script. I'll give them that. But then it was just sitting back and letting them do their thing.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you.